Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday.
Yeah, I get so excited about that, especially with the sweaters I've been wearing this week. Good morning, boys and girls. I really am, man. I'm on Mr. Rogers, man. I'm on Mr. Rogers thing right now.
You're sticking to it, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking about really locking in. But it is a morph between Mr. Rogers and Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. To Eddie Murphy. Yes, I learned so many things that was pertinent to my life from Mr. Robinson.
We don't want to talk about that.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, we want to talk about that right now.
Well, hey, love, how are you?
I'm all right. I got Starbucks this morning.
Steam.
So, hey.
Steam. Big shouts out to Steam. I like the look. I like the new vibe. I will say something because at almost 45, I don't hold my tongue anymore, and thank God for a platform to be able to do it. I'm mad because eventually this was supposed to be some type of coffee shop element or something like that. I'm not gonna say nothing about how and why that hasn't manifested. Even the poor, lovely, seasoned ladies from here keep asking, "But when's the coffee coming, baby?" But the good thing is that now Starbucks has, opened up in the hotel room, which I think is dope. I like being able to go up in there and get your coffee and stuff, man, right here in downtown, man, because the Hotel Roanoke is, it's a historic place for Roanoke.
It really is, and it's a great place to even have a little meeting as we did this morning.
Yeah, man.
It's good.
A lot of great stuff going on, man. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, y'all know how we do it each morning. So a whole little training, guys. I'm doing this right now.
So we're going to like, and then we're going to share.
And share. Like and share. Let's not get caught up in just the liking part. You got to do both parts.
Got to do both.
And guys, I'm living my best life. I ain't going to. No, you're not with me on that one.
Really?
He took that record, man, and really...
he made it into a great
man,
song.
come on now. I don't even really... I never was really big on his comedy. It never really did much for me and things like that. Played a couple movies that was all right. But that right there, I love how now a lot of people look at the internet as a bad thing. And it can be used as a bad thing. Anything can be used as a bad thing.
Anything can.
But in the same sense, it also is providing so much that before was limited. You now can reach your audience. You don't have to, try to only be in a metropolitan area that it's enough people there that the word gets out or whatever like that. You can actually work the web, man. So you can work the web, and that's what he did with that one, man. And I'm always kind of dismissive whenever Farmer brings something to me, whenever he brings anything to me. I think that's kind of what we do. Mm-hmm. So whenever he brings something to me, I automatically say, man, take that foolishness around. So when he first brought it to me, I was like, take that foolishness from around. But the more I listen to it.
But speaking of songs, right? Last night at Wall Street.
Y'all think I be shifted? Y'all think I be shifted? I'm ready for that one, baby. Oh my gosh, because that was crazy.
They could sing.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
They weren't just people just getting up there. They could really, really blow.
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know Roanoke had the talents and the stars that are here. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know that it was actually going on right under our noses, man.
Right here.
Right downtown, man. Big shouts out to JoJo Stockton, man. I believe he's the mastermind behind that thing.
Yes.
Did an unplug down there at the Wall Street Tavern, man. And
everybody was on point.
Yeah, man. So many great artists, man. So many people who's doing things, which was a motivation for me coming back home.
Right.
As a music guy, that was my thing. Being able to do shows and concerts in Miami, do stuff in Atlanta and Virginia Beach, Charlotte and stuff like that. I was like, but why can't Roanoke really just bring that and just keep going, So that was a motivation. So to see them, and oh, by the way, I'm a spiritual guy. So this young lady, the one young lady, that little girl was up there singing. It was her at midnight. It became her 22nd birthday.
Aww.
Became her 22nd birthday. But 11/1, she turned 22. But she got up there and with the band, they got it in, man. That was a beautiful thing to see. That's what really gave my heart, because now it makes it feel like young people think that there's a possibility to be seen from their dream. right here in the city.
It's awesome.
Kind of like what you've been doing with the fashion and stuff too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that's a motivation behind T-Boy. Take back our yard. So y'all know on Thursdays we do talk about that because each year, man, we've been working to build a fund so that the community, small businesses, nonprofits, independent artists, and all other entrepreneurs coming out of the sector who may have been having challenges before could actually use some of the data we've used to be able to be successful in our business. And we've been doing pretty well with raising funds and stuff for it, but we need your help. So make sure you check out www.takebackour.yard. Takebackour.org.
You have to spell it out.
But that's the hashtag though. The hashtag is TBOY.
It's TBOY.
So check that out, man. But to really kind of still stay with that, that's why I love seeing those last night performing down there, because to know that this area produced some very, like in the 20s and the 30s and 40s, man, know that it was here, man, that energy was here. I mean, like, I get blown away every time I think about it. Cab Calloway was right over there, man.
Yeah.
He was right over there in the
right
doing
there.
his doing. Ella Fitzgerald, they was right over there, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Those people getting in Fast Domino, right there, you know what I mean?
James Brown.
All them, man, get it in. So I feel like now with that information and that data, when you get to 100 years on the other side, we can have a new focus and take it further. So thank y'all who come up in here and join with us. Appreciate it. Send a couple shout outs for who's up in here.
All right.
Master Sergeant Barbecue is up in here.
Good morning.
Mr. Leonard Murray is up in here, as well as Brian B. Fashions.
Good morning.
LaWanda Menifee is up in here. Janelle E. Edwards is up in here. Good morning to
morning.
you. Melvin Ward, man, 5-star. Y'all gonna be seeing yeah, man. I'm going to give him the shout out.
Good morning, Melvin.
Melvin been doing a great thing. Found out that he not only has the limo, he has a town car too. So
wow.
Right around the style, man, right here in the metropolitan of Roanoke, Virginia.
Right here. Right here. I love to see all the businesses. I love to see everybody getting out.
Oh, see, now you
really, I just got interrupted.
Yeah.
All right. So, small businesses. I like to see people doing that.
Yeah, man.
Entrepreneurs, because it's something that they need to do. I mean, follow their passions and their dreams, and it's best to work for yourself.
How else? I mean, how else can you really attain some of the things that we said has been a depravity, unless I think one thing that from our community, from the minority communities in Northwest, I think that if the drug war and things like that, and those things were what kind of displaced a lot of us. That was just kind of enterprising in my mind. So now if you just switch the hustle into legitimate business and other options beyond that, it has been an increase of shootings and things in our area. I'm in a sense where I'm like, I'm ready to take action. I saw our homie Jarrell Rhodes of the Renaissance Academy. I saw him make a post that it's like, we really gonna have to get in here and knock some stuff down with getting this violence thing situated. And I know that this is the way. It's not even like we think or whatever. Like, we know that by providing opportunities that people now can get that pressure off of them to feel like I gotta do some other things that is kind of causing for this type of activity. So we're excited about it, man.
And sadly, today, to me, it's kind of sad. I was reading an article in the news. I'm not sure who exactly said this, but I heard that they're opening up a new Sam's Club in Dallas where there are going to be no cashiers. So it looks like they're taking jobs away and everything is kind of just computerized.
I don't want to say you're just automatically taking jobs away. I don't want to say anything like that.
No cashiers?
But what I'm trying to say is that it's evolution, because this the thing. There are still going to be opportunities. Of course, the initial idea is going to be the loss of jobs of people having to transfer over. But guys, we know that the efficiency of our lives,
right,
kind of lays in the balance of the Internet of Things. You are going to be hearing that from companies coming now, but I don't want to get too far up in there. But we got to get to a place where we understand that, and we're looking at that as one of the things that has happened, what is going on. So it's important. I'll just segue that to say that's why it's so important for us to be very, very aware of the election season that is happening right now.
Absolutely.
And we are so grateful that today we do have some people who's coming from the Jennifer Lewis campaign. So we learned a little bit more, because I don't think enough people get into the importance of Congress. We need to know about the importance of Congress. So this is a very important seat that we're actually going to be talking about and learn a little bit more about her from some great people from the city. So y'all keep it locked. We'll be right back. All right.
All right. Stay focused.
Who is N. Wesley Pugsley Jr. and Associates CPA.
We are a full-service CPA firm with over 25 years experience in audit, tax, bookkeeping, payroll, including direct deposit, setting a 501c3 nonprofit status, preparing loan packages, and much more. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. When I started in public accounting in the early 1980s, there were no computers or fax machines. Everything was face-to-face meetings. With the advent of computers, the internet, and cloud-based software, we can communicate with any client from anywhere in the country. With our portal technology, which is similar to online banking, you just sign into our secure website, upload your tax document, you scan to your C drive, and we prepare your return.
It appears times are changing.
I call this the year of enlightenment. Many Americans are seeing the advantages of supporting community-based businesses. We are here to serve you, not just because we're a community-based firm, but because we have the experience. We know we can serve your needs.
It's all in me. Yeah, I can be every woman with Brie and B, fashions and accessories.
Have you ever asked yourself, how do I show up in the world? How do I leave my mark? How do I get up every day and be the best I can be? It all starts with a mindset. The mindset to keep pushing through all adversity, to wear the titles of confident, self-reliant, and eternally beautiful. It all starts from within. Think, feel, be, conceive.
I told you I love the behind the scenes, but the behind the scenes is insane what we go through. But it really does allow for what we try to do. You know, sometimes things can get so clinical and can get so stuffy that we don't really want to even get involved with it. And I think politics a lot of times can be one of those things. So we're grateful to be able to have, you know, community conversations with people who's actually involved with the process. And we got some great people who's hanging out with us again today.
Yes, we do. So today we have Jennifer Lewis's camp with us. She's actually running for Congress. And we have Fred and Celeste with us today to talk about Jennifer Lewis. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, Erica.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning, Fred. Hey, this guy right here, man, before we really get into that, I just want to say I love when you have people who talk about stuff and be about it. You know, people who say that it needs to be changed. I see this guy Fred and his lovely companion at so many different things that are, it's not just one side. Sometimes people pick one side and involved with the whole process. Came here the other night for our community conversation with Vice Mayor Joe Cobb,
yes.
and I think we got a lot of great things going in the right direction for the city. I also saw them out there when we volunteered for Bradley Free Clinic for the street pub. So I see a lot of great things coming. But Fred, why are you involved with this campaign right here?
So Jennifer is a friend of mine. I know her personally, at the time her campaign really started gaining wheels and started running hard, I was locked down to a full-time job that went from 40 hours a week to 60 hours a week. I mean, it was decent money, it had benefits, but before I know it, all of a sudden I'm working all that time and I had no time to do anything, not even change tires on my car, nothing. I just worked and had no life. And meanwhile, in the back of my mind, I felt guilty. I thought, wait a minute, I want to help Jennifer. I'm not going to be able to do anything the way I'm going. And so one morning, we had a morning meeting at the place that I worked. And our supervisor said, guys, from here on out to the end of the year, we're going to be working 10-hour days, mandatory, 7 days a week, even Sunday. Forget about church. You gotta be here.
Wow.
And I just got to a point where I made like Hall and Oates. I stood up in that meeting and I said, I can't go for that.
I can't go for that. I didn't know where you was going. I didn't know if it was can do.
And it was right about that time. This is where a real opportunity came up. One of the things that the campaign decided to do was they put it on Facebook. In order to get people out there, one of Jennifer's initiatives is to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour. So more of us
see that.
can
I love that.
afford things, afford houses.
And not having to do all, like, I'm working as hard as it,
And so here's a bold move. Not only did my friend Jennifer put that out there, she also created jobs in the process.
Wow.
I am one of 9 paid canvassers / volunteer recruiters and trainers.
Wow.
And I was one of the first 2 hired for the job in the Roanoke Valley. So when this opportunity came up, I threw my hat in the ring.
Yeah, man.
And lo and behold, I got on, and I came with experience of doing this pro bono for 10 years, starting with the first Obama campaign in 2008.
So the change and stuff, and I think I really love that, just that information, because I think going forward, you almost have to plant your seeds. And I think that that's the one thing about Roanoke, that even though we are a metropolitan, we are recognized as a metropolitan area, there's still a love and a niche to the community that is important. So I think a lot of people may not know the value of a Congress seat. So would you mind telling us a little bit about how important this election is, like with Jennifer running for Congress, what that actually entails?
I think it's crucial because she's running for Bob Goodlatte's seat.
Wow.
And he has held this seat for how many years?
26 years. He got elected in 1992.
Yes. And we need to update politics. We need to live in the 21st century. So she is going to change everything if she wins, and I hope she wins. I think she will win. I think she has a chance, even though everybody says that no, maybe
that he was
is going to because this is a very red district, the 6th district, but I think she has a chance.
So can we talk about that? Can we talk about saying it's a red district? Can we get a lot of times people we get involved with the process and we have to break it down basically so those who are around here maybe can understand and articulate that the red district part.
Yeah, if you want to articulate on the red district.
Well, for 26 years, the 6th district has elected a Republican, and nobody has run against him except randomly here and there.
Wow.
Kai Degner ran last time, I think, and so people just believe that this is a Republican stronghold. And well, Jennifer is discovering when talking to people, because she approaches just anybody, she doesn't care. She wants to talk to people as human beings, not as Republicans or Democrats or independents. And she realizes and tells them that the values that they actually stand for are not necessarily Republican. They are human values, and they are actually democratic. They want to raise the minimum wage. They want health insurance for everybody. They want access to education. And all these are values that are democratic. So
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And earlier this year, we had our first Democratic primary for that seat in this district since 1970.
Whoa.
So that was pretty big news.
Yeah.
That's
That's huge.
I don't want to say it's insane but that's my go-to word. I'm sorry I said, because I think what's happening is like how that translate into our everyday life. I had someone speaking the other day. I was talking with some financial guys, some money guys, and he said there was some people who come in from other areas and said they've never seen a city as divided as Roanoke is. How, you know, it's sectional with people, right? And it's just, you know, they've never seen it. It's normally kind of a mix of different cultures and diversity, mainly because those cultures and things can succeed, can live in some of those places. But it's almost like redlining and all that stuff is almost still kind of present. And so now to hear that this type of effect of who's been in those who can make changes to that has been this red situation, wow, it's kind of eye-opening.
And for a long time.
Very long time.
That's too long.
Man.
And I mean, we're fortunate, we're blessed that Roanoke City is very blue, very democratic. A lot of folks will tell you we're the blue dot in the Red Sea because a lot of the surrounding counties are historically Republican. So those can be a little challenging when we're going out and canvassing, but fortunately, at least in my experience, I've gone out to like Cave Spring and Hollins, and I've found there are some good, you do find some raisins in the brand, so to speak. Some folks that are pro Jennifer, yes, let's do this, I'll take a yard sign. And you know, they'll say, hey, maybe my neighbors don't agree with me, but I want progress. And that's a beautiful thing to hear.
Absolutely.
Where does this district cover? Where are we actually, who's voting right now, and who for what Jennifer would be actually covering?
So the district is pretty broad. Jennifer is in Waynesboro, which is part of the district, a little up I-81. And you know,
Lynchburg, Roanoke, Lexington,
Harrisonburg, so JMU fans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty long and winding district.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, because I really want us to, because we reached that. That's the one thing I love about our show is that right now we're hitting those footprints, and so now I think a lot of people might see. Well, I don't know if this even relates to me. Like, do Roanoke City vote for Jennifer Lewis and things like that? Who goes to vote for Jennifer Lewis and things like that, basically?
Definitely Roanoke City and Roanoke County, and we also have some district in Vinton. So in the immediate Roanoke metropolitan area, you have those three for sure.
So she'll be on that ticket, things like that. Election day, when is that? Because what I want to do, I want to dumb it down right now.
November 6th.
Yeah, I mean, I know that deal. I want them to say that. I mean, because I want to dumb it down so that people will now, because sometimes we'll say things and it gets so blue. I want you all to kind of take it back so we can say the basics of it. Hey, November 6th, if you want change for what's been around here, it can happen by us coming out voting Jennifer Lewis type deal, you know, without me saying that, you know.
Right.
And tell us some of her priorities. Besides the 15, I'm sorry.
Yes, some of her priorities are lowering prescription drug prices and providing Medicare for all, increasing minimum wage 15 hour, of course, protecting Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and she even said in a press conference at Jackson Park Library here in Roanoke a few weeks ago, she wants to do more to help the vets because they are underserved. They fought for our country. Not all of them asked to be there, but she wants to do more to help them.
Legalizing marijuana and hemp for
Oh,
example.
wow.
Vets
And legalizing marijuana.
why would you say? Why would you? What, I don't understand. But see, that's what I was. But that's important. Those are things that are important, you know, because as a disabled veteran myself, it's a challenge to feel like that on the other side, because for those who pay attention, and I know Fred will definitely agree with me on this, a lot of that stuff happens from the red having influence to keep us. But I'm not saying all these things, y'all. That's why I wanted them to kind of go ahead though, because we are bipartisan. I'll be honest, anybody come up with, so I don't want to think that we're using our platform to automatically go and say Jennifer Lewis to go vote. But I really think it is important, as one who's from this community who knows that I've watched this stuff happen, and one who was we were very into Delegate Sam Rasool's campaign, and I learned so many things about just how divided Roanoke is.
Right.
Yet and still, it's divided on paper, but in actuality, like these type of gatherings and things, how we're coming together, we are kind of coming together, and it is changing. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just more excited to hear kind of your story of how you and why you're on the campaign for Jennifer.
Well, I just moved to Roanoke 4 months ago, so I'm totally new to the area, and I'm still learning. Vinton, these things are new to me. And I was actually left the country not because Trump was elected, but it kind of pushed me. This was last year, and then my husband and I moved back to Virginia, to Roanoke, and I just moved back thinking, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't go back to the U.S. with Trump, and we had no choice. So I decided that I had to do something about it, and I found the Democratic Party, Roanoke Democratic Committee. I joined, and I'm just fighting, because I can't just stay at home and mope or post things on Facebook. Oh, complain. I need to do something about it.
Absolutely.
So that keeps me energized and not depressed, and I'm spreading information as well, I think. So I think that this is the right thing to do. So I dropped everything for this week. I'm just getting out the vote.
Yeah.
I have my
There you go.
shirt right
Love it.
here.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
And I really am excited about this, because I'm very candid in things like that, because I think I like to have the real conversations. I think it's translating to, it does take, I love that here's a white man, which it is, I mean, let me just keep it real. Right now, what's been going on with different things, like there has been dialogue going on there. But now to see black and brown communities meshed in with white men as well, white women and black, we're getting past what was stereotypical of who's supposed to be talking about these things, and getting to a thing where now voices are standing up and say, I can do something about it, I can help the process. So to see you both actually involved with this gives me a lot of encouragement, because that's the only way it's going to change. It's not going to change by us keep saying, hey, it should change. No. It's like wants to mobilize and get involved with the process as you're doing. So thank you, guys. We do got to get ready to get out of here, but any last comments or things we need to know?
Definitely get out the vote this Tuesday, November 6th. It is happening. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we got swag. If you want to spread a message, we got bumper stickers.
Yeah, man.
We got pins. We got buttons. We got stickers.
Yeah, man.
Grab some, Tommy. They are all yours.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And we got
Awesome.
more. Most importantly, we got yard sides. Add a little color to your grass.
And we'll add. That's a pitch right there. I like that one. That's the one right there.
We've got swag.
There you go. I love it, man. I love
It's
it.
very important. Everybody needs to go out and vote, because this is a very crucial election. It's
Yes,
very
it is.
serious, and not just for the U.S., for the world.
Right.
We do need to do something about where we're going.
It starts here. It starts,
Absolutely.
in these type. That's why I wanted to make people know the value of Congress, because that's where the laws and stuff are actually, the other processes are facilitators of said laws. These are where they're actually, coming to being, how we conduct ourselves. So in being here and present in this, man, it's exciting. So the date again to get, to be voting, what's the date again?
This coming Tuesday, November 6th, and if for some reason you are unable to make it to the polls, I did get this word straight from Roanoke City Registrar's office. You can go in person to put in an absentee ballot. They will be open they are going to be open 8 to 5 every day, including Saturday. Saturday is your last day to get there for absentee ballot, 8 to 5.
It's open now because I have someone who's been asking about that. He's actually on set right now. He can go do his absentee ballot right now.
It is open right now. Tell him to go on down there ASAP. 317 Kimball Avenue Northeast, right outside of downtown.
Y'all hear me tell Farmer to make sure he listens to Fred because he don't listen to me. We do. Thank you guys for coming out and doing this because I think it's extremely important. Thank you for setting up. It was amazing.
Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for being here. We're ready for change.
Yes.
We're ready for change. So.
I know that's right. We need change.
Change is good.
We do gotta get up out of here. We saying goodbye.
We're saying goodbye.
We've been talking, yes.
All right. Well, of course, shout out to Jennifer Lewis's camp and thank you. We wish you the best on Tuesday. Shout out to Roanoke, shout out to Philly, shout out to Jersey, and of course, if your birthday is today, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, and enjoy your best life, man. Go and live it, go and smile. And I think you do that by making sure that you don't have to keep answering the question, woulda, shoulda, coulda. I think that you go ahead and find a way, especially for those, you know who I talk. I like to talk to the over 40 demographic. I feel like at this space that now we've had a chance of 40 years of living, of now being able to take, that's a whole lifetime, and that's a lifetime. So now to be on the other side of it, you really can have a new focus and actually know what you want and define your reality. We got to get up out of here, man, but you can listen to Focus Radio 24/7 by downloading from your Google Play or your iOS App Store to your phone. Once it's there, all you got to do is push play or listen online. Where at?
Focus-radio.com.
Hey, man, I always love to leave you by saying that thing inside of you, it's not a dream, it's your purpose. Set your sights on your targets and hit them because the only one who can stop you is you. Once you truly start to believe in that thing and walk in your act of faith, God will allow it to manifest, and I promise you it's not something I heard. It's something we're living every day and so grateful for it. Being able to broadcast live from the great city of Roanoke, Virginia, man, out to the world. It is the Daily Grind Show right here on Focus Radio. We'll see you tomorrow, all right? Go out and vote, y'all.